Earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanoes. Earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden release of energy in the Earth's crust, speaking more specifically in the boundaries of tectonic plates. The seismic activity is an area refers to the frequency, type, and size of the earthquakes experienced over a period of time. The lithosphere is broken up into pieces. Those pieces are called tectonic plates. On Earth there are 7 or 8 major plates and many minor plates. Where plates meet, their relative motion determines the type of boundary, convergent, divergent, or transform. In plate tectonics, a convergent boundary, also known as a destructive plate boundary, is an actively deforming region where two or more tectonic plates or fragments of lithosphere move toward one another and collide. As a result of pressure, friction, and plate material melting in the mantle, earthquakes and volcanoes are common near convergent boundaries. When two plates move towards one another, they form either a subduction zone or a continental collision. This depends on the nature of the plates involved. In a subduction zone, the subducting plate, which is normally a plate with an oceanic crust, moves beneath the other plate, which can be made of either oceanic or continental crust. During collisions between two continental plates, large mountain ranges such as the Himalayas are formed. Earthquakes are measured using observations from seismometers. At this point, magnitude is the most common scale on which earthquakes larger than approximately 5 are reported. The more numerous earthquakes, smaller than magnitude 5 reported by national seismological observations, are measured mostly on the Richter scale. These two scales are numerically similar over the range of validity. Magnitude 3 or lower earthquakes are mostly weak, and magnitude 7 and over cause serious damage over larger areas, depending on their depth. The largest earthquake in history has been of magnitude slightly over 9. Although there is no limit to the possible magnitude, the shallower an earthquake, the more the damage it causes. Tsunamis. A tsunami is a series of water waves caused by the displacement of a large volume of a body of water, typically an ocean or a large lake. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other underwater explosions, landslides, glacier calving, meteorite impacts, and other disturbances above or below water all have the potential to generate a tsunami. Tsunami waves do not resemble normal sea waves because their wavelength is far longer. Rather than appearing as a breaking wave, a tsunami may instead initially resemble a rapidly rising tide, and for this reason they are often referred to as tidal waves. Tsunami generally consists of a series of waves with periods ranging from minutes to hours, arriving in a wave train. Wave heights of tens of meters can be generated by large events. Although the impact of tsunamis is limited to coastal areas, their destructive power can be enormous and they can affect entire ocean basins. Volcanoes. A volcano is an opening or rupture in a planet's surface or crust which allows hot magma, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from the magma chamber below the surface. Volcanoes are generally found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging. A mid-oceanic ridge has examples of volcanoes caused by divergent tectonic plates pulling apart. The Pacific Ring of Fire has examples of volcanoes caused by convergent tectonic plates coming together. By contrast, volcanoes are usually not created where two tectonic plates slide past one another. Volcanoes can also form where there is stretching and thinning of the Earth's crust in the interiors of plates. Magma is a mixture of molten rock and solids. When the magma exits the volcano, it is called lava. The volcanic explosivity index is a scale from 1 to 8.
to measure the magnitude and intensity. The VEI is not used to describe eruptions of lava which are non-explosive. Ancient eruptions are determined by the volume of deposits. Modern eruptions are determined by the observed column height, volume of products, eruption cloud height, and qualitative observations are used to determine the explosivity value. The scale is open-ended with the largest volcanoes in history given magnitude 8. A value of 0 is given for the non-explosive eruptions. Thank you for watching.